I moved into this house on the 11th of December 1981, so I have now been here for just over 40 years. I don't want to sound sort of as if I'm showing off, but I have been able to find out a great deal about the house. The house is likely to have been built around 1840, and so for the period, the first half of the 20th century, this house was let. The tenants included Lucy Taylor, who was a dressmaker. They also included 3 successive head teachers of Hayton Village School and one of the Lamb's head gardeners in his retirement.
I can remember more the year when I left school. I helped my dad on the farm, and we had to cut this. It used to grow kale. It was nearly like a tree, and you had to cut it off, and it was like a horse trailer. And I used to say, "Have we got enough? Have we got enough?" No, carry on. And we had hens, because we used to walk across and feed the hens, and we were in 4 units, and you had to move them onto a fresh bit of ground. We had some calves. We had pigs, kept pigs. And we had a Shire horse, that did the work. I can remember my brother getting up and feeding the calves. We weren't big farmers in any way. It was almost a mile from Croglin, in between Croglin and Newbegin. And they walked from Newbegin and we walked from Croglin. It must have been very clattery, because we had iron desks with iron legs, and we had all these strong corkers on our clogs. It must have been really clattery.
And at the time, Wainwright was exceedingly good at communication in terms of letters, but he never spoke to anybody. But he was very encouraging when he saw my drawings. And I wrote back to him once I received his communication back, and saying I'd like to meet him. Is that practical? And it turned out that I got on very well with him. And in fact, over a period of a dozen weekends in the next 2 or 3 years, I regularly went up to spend weekends with him and got enormous encouragement from him to draw and to think about writing guidebooks or producing guidebooks, practical illustrated guidebooks. And I walked great chunks. I walked the central section of his coast to coast with him, from Shap to Richmond. I have this unique connection with quite a figure, as it were, somebody who was very private.